also been taken out. This is the first time they've launched such a large-scale attack. We must reactivate the communications repeater and secure the emergency communicator before it's too late. In order to reach the communications repeater, we need to secure this base first. They'll be attacking from all sides, their assault ship and transmission devices. Proceed with caution.
I just got here. What's going on? Kingston being invaded?
You're here, buddy. Good. Kingston's entire network has been knocked out by the Vulcan's attack.
What? How are they going to communicate? You guys can't use the Seas.
We can manage short-distance communications, but not long-distance. We need the emergency communicator back online.
That's why HQ has been so quiet. I'll check on the other outfits. Where am I going?
Go to the base.
You got it. Headed there now. All gates have been blocked. And it looks like we've lost all our soldiers.
Damn it. Oh, these bastards.
I'll try to go around.
I'll leave you to it. We'll join you once the communications repeater has been reactivated. That stopped the gunfire. We should be able to enter the communications relay base.
I'm loading.
What is up with this weather? Johnson, I know you're trying to use the weather as an excuse to escape me and shit together. If you need an excuse to do anything, it should be to practice your speech.
All gates have been blocked. And it looks like we've lost all our soldiers.
Damn it. Vulgus bastards.
I'll try to go around.
I'll leave you to it. We'll join you once the communications repeater has been reactivated. That stopped the gunfire. We should be able to enter the communications relay base. Damn it. The Vulgus forces have managed to infiltrate this far in. Protect the repeater until it's fully reactivated. rest will give up and retreat. Repeater has been restarted. Now, let's hope the last emergency communicator is still intact.
Wanna feel a chill?
Descendant, they're aiming for the emergency communicator. You have to hurry. Lost the last one. Okay, Descendant, you should join Bunny at the theater outpost. I'll send a sit rep to HQ with the emergency communicator. Wait, phone signals are striking. What the hell?
Closer, Descendant. My work here is already complete. Forces, extract the ancestors' data. Transfer it to my command center. I will personally deliver it to Lord Carell.
All the signals are coming from the Manister lab. Isn't that HQ's target? Oh, this isn't good. I need to report this to Alpha immediately.
Bunny, Descendant, do you copy?
This doesn't feel good. It seems like Alpha doesn't trust the guide at all. The arcade from the guide felt familiar. That makes me think she's on our side. Oh, what if Alpha can't link to the guide because of RK? He doesn't use his RK abilities much these days. Who knows? Let's focus on the operation for now. I'll go scout every nook and cranny in Kingston. And I'll look for that annoying enemy commander as well. I'll leave the Vulgus siege to you. They're starting to spread out. All right.
The Vulgus have established a field power plant in the area. It seems to be linked to the Magister lab. It must be destroyed.
Wait, hold up. Do not shoot at or blow up that power plant unless you want it to explode. You need to detonate the circuits using a high voltage fuse. The construction corps captain will show you how to handle this, so listen carefully. Find the facility managers among the enemy forces. They'll be carrying fuses. Once you get your hands on them, stick the fuses on the generators. That was the final generator. Ha! I bet they weren't expecting us to use the fuses like that.
Descendant, Alpha reinforcements arriving.
It's okay if I don't remind you what to do again, yeah?
Learn a useful tactic today. Thank you, Captain Harris. From now on, any Vulgus field generators we find will be handled using this method.
Descendant, Alpha has authorized access to the Ancestors' facility.
If you can call that authorization.
It's not your concern. We've exchanged some harsh words, but I will handle it. I decided to go ahead. I had no choice. I respect Alpha's prudence, but I do not want to waste what might be our only opportunity to work with the guide. If our results at the Ancestors' facility are positive, Alpha will change his mind. Which is why I leave it in your capable hands, Descendant.
Vulgus have established a field power plant in the area. It seems to be linked to the Magister lab. It must be destroyed.
Wait, hold up. Do not shoot at or blow up that power plant unless you want it to explode. You need to detonate the circuits using a high voltage fuse. The construction corps captain will show you how to handle this, so listen carefully. First up, you need to find the facility managers among the enemy forces. They'll be carrying fuses. Once you get your hands on them, stick the fuses on the generators. weren't expecting us to use the fuses like that.
Descendant, powerful reinforcements have arrived.
It's okay if I don't remind you what to do again. Yeah?
I've learned a useful tactic today. Thank you, Captain Harris. From now on, any Vulgus field generators we find will be handled using this method. The invading Vulgus forces are establishing positions. We need to clear out the building before they really dig in. I'm picking up enemy transmission signals. Be careful. Descendant, I've been informed that the Vulgus transmission system has a very limited range. This means there must be an enemy command center somewhere. Sightings of a powerful Vulgus unit. We defeat him, the rest will retreat. All Vulgus transmission signals have ceased. Great job, Descendant.
This is the Ancestors facility. I hope we can find something we can use to restore my system. But the Vulgus commander has already ordered his troops to extract the data. Are we too late?
Ancestors' data should not be underestimated. Not only does it have immense capacity, it's also quantum encrypted. Even the Magisters who worked here said that full data extraction is impossible.
Magisters?
More importantly, it's after the Ancestors' data as well. Why?
Nothing comes to mind. My only guess is that this place is somehow connected to the Ironheart. I'll know once I have the data. Descendant, unfortunately none of the Ancestors' data remains in this terminal. I will check the other terminals, but it seems the Vulgus were successful with their extraction.
That can't be right. If it were possible to fully extract the data, then the Magisters would have already done it.
Until recently, it would have been impossible for the Vulgus as well. However, if they have someone on their side who is very familiar with the Ironheart, then it will have been achievable. By applying algorithms from the Ironheart to military applications, electronic warfare capabilities can be greatly improved. I recommend you investigate the terminal.
I'm loading. This terminal also does not contain the Ancestors' data. However, Descendant, I sense the transmission of the Ancestors' data is happening close by. That is most likely where the enemy command center is located. But the enemy still locates these networks. Trying to do this over a long distance has been impossible. This means we still have an opportunity to retrieve the Ancestors' data.
Loading. continues to get worse.
But that doesn't mean everything is lost. If we hit the enemy command post now, we can still retrieve the data for the guide.
Now, did you just say, retrieve the data for the guide?
Just get to the point. Just how much do you plan to rely on that guide?
You prefer to keep sending in the investigative corps? How much time have we wasted searching for the Iron Hearts without any leads? Alpha, this is the best opportunity we've had in a century.
Or it could be a trap. The Descendants are Albion's only hope, and now it's like they have a parasite attached to their minds.
This way, Descendant. It seems HQ is faltering. I understand. After all, HQ shoulders the burden of protecting humanity. It is difficult for the fate of humanity to be placed into the hands of something only a few can see. But Descendant, my purpose is the same as yours. Trust me. Do this, and you will retrieve the Iron Heart.